Rossi babes, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we will show you how to create beautiful Rossi gel nails at home while also teaching you tips and tricks for using Rossi dual forms. As always, start your manicure by prepping the nails. You'll need to gently push back cuticles, making sure you are getting rid of all of the cuticles on the nail bed. Then, with a nail buffer, gently remove the shine from the surface of your natural nail. Use a lint-free wipe soaked in alcohol and clean the nails of any dust. Size up the Rossi dual forms. This box includes 100 pieces with 10 different shapes and sizes. You want to choose a dual form that is slightly larger than the size of your nail. The trick with fitting dual forms is that you need to raise the dual form up a bit to ensure it fits from sidewall to sidewall. The dual forms might not be around the ensure you apply sparingly, as too much product will decrease adhesive effect. Cover the natural nail with a thin layer of base coat. This step is very important, so do not skip it. The base coat will make the Rossi nail gel to properly adhere to your nail. Cure for 60 seconds in Rossi LED nail lamp. You can quickly and easily squeeze the ready-to-use formula from the tube. Take a medium-sized bead and place it on the inner side of the dual form. Soak your brush with rubbing alcohol and mix it a very common mistake people usually make is using too much alcohol with the brush rubbing the nail in the over the cuticle on the angles. Press firmly to avoid any air bubbles. Make sure to always leave a tiny margin between the skin and the product. Flip your hand around to smooth out and lengthen the product. If you are a beginner with this method, we advise you to do one finger at a time. If you have spillage after you push down the form on your nail, just clean it with a brush and rubbing alcohol. After you can carefully pop off the dual form. Remember that dual forms are shave and finish the nail. Dual forms are so great because they save you a lot of nail time simply because there is not much filling. Use minimal filling to get the nail into shape. Now, you want to add a layer of gel powder or a gel powder gel to buff the surface of it before applying the product and curing. Finish by applying cuticle oil. Be sure to continue applying the cuticle oil over the days to come to keep your cutes moisturized. Remember that practice helps. The more you work with this product, the more you will become more comfortable with it. We hope you have just as much fun with dual forms as we do. We'd love to see what you have created with Polygel, so don't forget to tag us on Instagram. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for weekly tutorials. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section. Stay home, stay safe.
Rossi nail gel with dual forms review in this video coming up. Hello, I'm Anastasia, and this brand have been popping up in my social media feeds for a while, so I realized I have to try it. I have 5 colors in 30 milliliters tubes or 1 ounce, natural clear, which is transparent color, pearl pink, which is a light baby cute pink color. I didn't find any pearls, by the way. Nude will be probably a good match for my skin tone. Deep nude, I'm not sure where I will use it yet. And white for baby boomer or pink and white nails. Double-sided brush, which is synthetic oval on one side and metallic spatula on the other. and a set of dual forms of 10 different sizes. Prep products are marked with numbers, which is cool if you're just getting started. First is primer, then we have base coat and xylitol with the top coat, which will be the last step. They also have a double-sided pusher, 100 and 180 grit file and buffer, and the lamp, which is super lightweight and comes with USB, which for me is ideal because I travel all the time. Now let's get started. First we need to choose the proper sizes of the dual forms that will match with our nails. So you just take size that you think will fit and check. It should fit according to the width of your natural nail plate. When in doubt, it is better to choose the bigger one, because if you will choose the one that is smaller, you will have a naked sidewalls, which will lead to the cracks and broken nails. When fitting the dual form, do not forget that you do not need to press all the way so it actually touches the nail plate. You need to leave some space for the apex. If it doesn't fit in the cuticle area, here's what you can do. Simply take some sharp scissors and cut the cuticle area, because on my index finger it's more rounded rather than square. And do not worry, this dual form will not be single use, you can still use it over again. And they have 10 pieces of each size anyways. Now it's a perfect fit. After removing a surface shine, we need to apply primer. I just took off my old product, so I didn't really have to do this surface shine removal. Apply a thin coat and then apply the base coat. Base coat should be thin as well, and be careful, do not touch the cuticle or the sidewall. Cure for 30 seconds. I decided to use nude color. So squeeze it from the tube into the dual form and let's start with the application. I'm also using 70% alcohol for my brush, so it will not stick to it, but do not use too much. We do not want to mix the product with the alcohol. When applying the product, make sure you do the cuticle area thin as well as the sidewalls, and that you leave more product in the center, because this is where the apex will be. After that, we will apply the dual form on the nail at 45-degree angle, slide towards the cuticle and gently press. Now we can see that a little product squeezed out of the side, which is not a problem at all. Just fix it with a brush. And also it slided back, so I carefully push it back towards the cuticle, turn the finger around and carefully hold with another finger underneath and stretch it with a brush. Now cure for 1 minute and then just remove it. Here we go, the perfect surface. Now let's continue. I apply the base coat again, and by the way, you do not really need to do this all over again. You can apply primer and base coat on all 10 nails at once and then just do it step by step. But you need to do the application one-on-one, because I don't really recommend to do the application and then keep it on the table, because you know, sometimes we may accidentally touch the product or client can, so it's better to do one by one when it comes to the application. Now, you probably noticed that the cuticle area should be thin, so I recommend you to do this right from the beginning, so the product near the cuticle will even look a bit transparent, which is what we need. And if you have hard time by leveling up the product, you can take a little bit more alcohol, but make sure it fully evaporates before you apply the dual form on the nail. You do not need to remove the sticky layer from the base coat, but if you accidentally touched it or some fur is on it, then you can remove the sticky layer. It will work both ways. So now carefully install it on the nail. Do not press too much. And do not forget about the work underneath the nail, because if you will skip this step, yes, you can do it with electric nail file later, but trust me, you are saving tons of extra product and time by doing this. Now make sure that underneath surface is as smooth as possible and then cure it. Now we need to clean the sticky layer, and we need to do this only underneath, because the top of the nail was covered with dual form, so there was no oxygen contact, it was only on the other side. And now we need to file the nails, we need to make them the same length and shape. I decided to do square, so first I file the length and then we file underneath. Even though we did a good job of working with the brush underneath the nail, we still need to file it a little bit to make it perfectly smooth. Sometimes some imperfection may happen there, and also I filed some nails shorter than they were, so that means I need to file off the extra thickness underneath. Now let's file them on the top. Sometimes you will not need to do this if you're lucky enough to have the perfect slight curve of the nail. Usually I need to file a little bit on the sidewalls and sometimes a little bit along the cuticle area. Make sure you're filing only the product, you're not touching the natural nail with this bead. Now, when you did all the cuticle and the sidewalls area and make sure it is perfect and thin, I will take the regular hand file and file the sidewalls and buff the surface. This step is not necessary, you can skip it, but I just like buffing nails. I just want to make them super perfectly smooth. I will also buff the shape because I want to keep it as the sharp square, but I do not want to scratch anybody, so I need to make them smooth. Then we clean the dust, and the last step is the top coat application. I like the consistency of this top coat. It is not too thin, so it is not running all over the sidewalls and the cuticle area. Cure for 30 seconds and we're done. I like this nude color. I think it looks natural and matches with my skin tone. Question of the day: do you offer polygel with dual forms to your clients, and how long does it take you? For me, full set is about 1 hour, but it really depends on the client's nails. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time here on my channel, consider subscribing as I post new reviews and tutorials every week. And I will see you in my next one. Goodbye!